Notice, in accordance with new copyright regulations, this episode, Quoth the Raven, is intended for ages 16 and up. While some of the content we'll feature is sometimes kid-friendly, the context of the episode is to address adults and inform them of said content for them to research as consumers in service of the youth. In other words, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, teachers, librarians, etc. There is a possibility of adult language present on the episode as well, rated TV 16 and up. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Quoth the Raven, Lewis Bright Raven. I'm your host, Lewis Bright Raven, 28-year veteran of comics, science fiction, fantasy, horror, and role-playing games as a writer, illustrator, and editor. And this is our Wednesday show. We talk about what books we got in this week and what we're going to be reviewing for Monday. So let's get to that real quick. This week was a very short week, or small week, I should say. I only got 3 books. I got We Live, number 5, from Aftershock by the Miranda Brothers, colored by Ava De La Cruz, letters by Dave Sharp. I believe that is correct. Yes. And I just got home, so I haven't even had a chance to look at these yet. But that is one book I got. I got Midnight Sky number 7 from Scout Comics. I thought I already got this, but apparently I didn't. And this is by James Pruitt and Scott Van Dumoulin. I've had Scott on the show early on in season 1. And colors by Valeria Phillip. And I managed to get a copy of Tarna number 2 today, which this came out a few weeks ago, but my store never got their copy. They didn't get any of their shipment. And it's been 3 weeks, I think, since this was out on the shelves, so I went to another store and got the last copy at that store instead. And that is Stephanie Phillips writing with Patrick Zerker illustrations. These will be reviewed on Monday. But the special thing going on right now, you may remember that I talked about this book before when I got it in, Martian Jones, one shot from Eric Taggart, illustrated by Armand Villavert, a friend, with colors by Hector Oshiro. And this is from a Kickstarter from a while back. And I had done some artwork for the Kickstarter. It was a poster. And Armand hadn't been able to find a way to get mailed to me until this week. I just got it yesterday. So we're going to do a quick unboxing and see what we got here. As you can see, well, we'll get the lighting. There we go. Rest of me there. So let's go ahead and open this puppy. Okay, it's bubble wrapped. Let's do that real quick and we'll take one out. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Well, let's get this out of the way. Let's do it this way. is, I want to try and get it so there's enough light that you guys can see it okay. Get a little bit closer if I can. Sorry about the light glare. It looks like it might have cut off the signature for the colorist on the bottom. I don't know. That's a shame if it did, but I can't help that. I didn't print it. That's Armand's thing to check. But that is the color print they did. This was colored, I believe, by Hakto. I could be wrong. But let's compare it with the original pencils and inks. And then I'm pretty happy with it overall myself. I hope Armand and Mark are as well, creators of the series. But let's take another look as well. I did a hand-colored color guide, and it wasn't used. Colors did their own thing. But let's compare the two. And then there's my hand-colored color guide. And you can see how long ago I did this, because it was done last year. There you go, on 5/10. So, like, May of last year. So they have different color guides and things, and they were a little bit different than what I did. But I'm not really good at computer coloring, so what they did was really nice. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Now that print will be available for purchase down the road. I don't know exactly when yet. It kind of depends on how long it takes me to find a way to mail it safely, because that is a pretty thick piece. Not as thick as my other ones that I have, but I don't think I can roll it too well in a roller, poster roller, so I'm going to have to find a different way to mail it safely. So when I can find that, then I'll make the poster available online. And until then, I'll just hold on to it, or maybe I'll make it available through some stores or something that can mail it. We'll see. I'll have to talk to some of my local retailers about that, or some other parties. Okay. I've got, let's see, how many do I have here? Not that many. And it's not just mine. There's 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 of mine in here. There's other prints though, and we got big prints of the actual posters for Mummy Girl. And Skull Brothers. one of the other covers for Martian Jones. So there's quite a few prints here that I'm going to have available. Ghost Girl. That's another Ghost Girl, I think. Yeah, it's Ghost Girl. So there was other prints made of all the posters as well. Another Skull Brothers. The other Mummy Girl by Joe Thompson. That one I'm going to keep for myself and maybe have Jill sign it someday if I ever get a chance to meet up with her again. And then the cover to the Martian Jones I just showed you the comic of. So lots of cool stuff here in this unboxing. Thank you, Armand. I appreciate that. So there's only 3 copies of the Martian Jones that I did. And I will sign those and see what's what with that, maybe. But we'll figure it out. And that is our live unboxing for that. Awesome. So, what's going on for the rest of the week? Let's see. Tomorrow's guest is still to be determined, unfortunately. 3 of the people that I had hoped might be available this week had to bow out for this week, so we'll see what goes on. He hadn't, the co-creator, Archangel Smith, hadn't seen those posters yet. They look bigger than he imagined. Well, they're standard poster, 11 by 17, I believe. Let me check real quick before we. Yeah, they're the same. Yeah, same size as the original art. Yeah. Oh, here, let me get off the camera here. There we go. Yeah, see, pretty much same direct size as the original page of art. So that's cool. That makes it a little bit more difficult to ship them. That's why Armand had a problem shipping them earlier than he did, I'm pretty sure, because I've had problems shipping at that size. That's why I wasn't, even though I was a little bit frustrated, I wanted to get the poster. I wanted to see what it was going to come out as. I never was mad at Armand about it because I knew the difficulties involved in getting things shipped. But yeah, they all came out very nice. So like I said, I think maybe that I don't know if it was Hockdo or someone else who colored it. I think their name got cut off the bottom a little bit. Let me see if I can get that there. You see what I'm saying? But other than that, if that happened, I don't know if it was just a cut on mine or in general, but it is what it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Did you? Well, I know you didn't get anything, Mark, even though you might be watching, because you're in Texas and frozen and solid and locked in from the winter. I hope you're doing okay over there. I know things are rough right now. Hope that your little puppy dog's okay too. Weather's not too cool over here either. It was Carlos who's colored the Skull Brothers. Okay. Well, I don't know who colored mine because all the other ones. I think it was Hacta who might have colored it. I don't know. But you're saying it was Carlos who colored the Skull Brothers cover who colored mine. Okay, got it. My bad. Okay. So that would have been Carlos Carrasco who colored mine, then, is what you're saying. Okay. All right. Yeah. Carlos colored mine. Okay. So I'll make sure that when I sell that or gives away that I have Carlos correct, mentioned it. He's on there. So if people know, happen to see Carlos at a show or something, and they have my posters, they'll know that they'll get it signed by him. I'll make sure that's on the. I'll actually write the notes on the back of the posters so that people know what it is, so they can find him if he's ever at a show here in the States. I don't know where he's from or anything like that. But again, we don't really have a guest for tomorrow yet. I have to catch a few more things. He lives in Chile, so it might be a little bit difficult. I don't know. Right now, it's impossible because of COVID. But we're not having very many conventions, especially not people are internationally traveling. But we'll see down the road. But anyway, even if I don't have a guest this week, I'll be answering live questions and answers. There's a lot of stuff to talk about this week. There's a lot of goings on that people want been asking me about, so I'll address that tomorrow. And then on Friday, I will do Western movies of a certain era as my topic for Friday night genre talk. So that'll be the rest of this week. I don't know if I should be on time tomorrow. Yes, rich fans are going to buy DC. That's one of the topics we're going to discuss tomorrow. I don't know. That's going to be an interesting topic to discuss. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about some other topics that have been brought to my attention that people want me to weigh in on. So I'll be talking about that, and it'll probably be on normal time tomorrow night at 9 p.m. But tomorrow I've got some medical appointments for my father, and those go however long they go. So I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully everything will be all right. He's supposed to get his second shot for his COVID treatment. There's 2 shots that you get for the vaccination. He's already got the first one. This will be his second. And then we have to wait like 2 or 3 weeks to see if he doesn't get any bad symptoms or anything from it, bad reaction to it, because you can get a bad reaction to the vaccine. And people were asking me if I was going to be at Charleston this weekend for Captain's Expo convention in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm not for that reason. My father being elderly and on oxygen, a lot of the time he's more susceptible to COVID. And so we want to wait until he's been properly vaccinated and cleared before we worry about doing any traveling to any shows. I hope people understand and respect that. Hopefully, maybe next month or April, I might be able to do a store appearance or a show appearance, rather. Store appearances I can usually do by myself, but my father tends to go with me to the traveling shows where it's more than an hour drive away, because he doesn't like to be left alone at the house, and I really don't like to leave him alone all day. When it's within an hour's drive or something, or not an hour's drive, but I guess you can say within like a 40-minute drive of the house. I don't mind it so much. because I'm not going to be gone as long. But when it's like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive, and I'm going to be gone for 6-8 hours for the show, I don't like the idea of leaving them alone that long. So that's why it usually comes with me. And Mark's going bleh at me. So I want to thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow evening. And my computer's being silly. Just a second. There we go. If you want to reach me, in the meantime, for questions, the best thing you guys can do is contact me on Facebook at Lewis.BrightRaven or Twitter at LewisBrightRave2. I prefer to Facebook. I'm more active on Facebook than I am on Twitter, but I do check my Twitter usually 2 or 3 times a week. You can reach me at deviantart.com/BrightRaven. Quoth the Raven, Lewis Raven here on YouTube. Quoth the Raven, LBR72 at gmail.com if you want to email me a question or anything like that, or at LewisBrightRaven at yahoo.com. So Monday we will review those 3 books that I talked about, the Tarna, Midnight Sky, and We Live. And we'll also do some other books that I've been reading. My father's actually going to get in on the reviews a little bit. He's not going to appear on camera, but he's going to do some write-ups because he's read 12 graphic novels in the last 6 days. He's like, he just goes through them like crazy. I don't know how he reads them that fast or really knows what he's reading, but he's been writing up many thoughts, I guess you could say. So I'll add that to the reviews and see what the 77-year-old man thinks of comics these days. And that will be on Monday for Comics News and Reviews. Wednesdays, we usually have what we have now. What did you get this week? Thursday's Roundtable Talk, and Friday is our genre night. This week will be Western movies. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.